Hi there, Ron here, Variable Plane. Welcome to another Just Sleeving. And this time around, I'm unboxing and sleeving this very shiny box. Uh, the Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, trademark, trick taking game. It's a mouthful. Designed by Brian Born-Mueller. 20 minutes, plays 1 to 4. So I'm quite interested in that aspect because one of my favorite, of course, solo trick-taking games is from a fellow Filipino game designer, um, Will Wilhelm Su. So he's here, Will Su, and this is still one of my favorite solo trick-taking games. Um, it kind of replaced. It wasn't a solo trick-taking game. 11 Essence. It definitely one upped it. Okay, so let's open up a cooperative quest through Middle Earth. So you got your label, you got the card back, the box. I do hope I have the correct size. It's a little bit of an odd size. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully, based on my research, this is the card size that was used in this game, because it wasn't your usual tarot or 70 by 120 type for large trick taking games. I love the sort of this hologram feel with the etch windows all throughout. Don't know how that sticker would last though. So that's why even for boxes, they would sleeve it now. Okay, open it. Ooh, so we have a nice rule book over here. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players that takes you through the first part of J.R.R. Tolkien's classic story over a course of 18 chapters. What is a trick-taking? So it goes through what is a trick-taking game, what is a cooperative game, and what is a chapter. That's interesting to start with. And then goes through components, key types of cards. I love the artwork. Artwork looks like glass murals, paintings. That is amazing. Look at that. I can't wait to see the cards. So, setup, trick taking itself, the ring suit. So, beautiful ring cards. There's some rules on how to communicate, and then chapter 1. So, I'll not go through that right away. I have here a sealed pack. So this is the problem with this. It's sort of like a campaign. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be opening stuff. And I think these are just normal cards. Well, I would have their sleeves anyway. Why did I get a different size? I mean, when I researched, it was a different size. But I'm happy with that. Um, part 1, part 2. I love that it has one of these. So let's double check. Um, how many cards are we looking at? And there are 37 on the main deck. And then chapters 2 to 18 is 96 cards in precise order in 2 sealed sections. Okay. All right, so I'm guessing we can sleeve the main set. Okay. Let's do that. Hi, thank you for joining. How is your weekend going? I hope that you are doing fine, you're doing great, and that you get some rest and respite from the challenges of the week. Problem with these type of games is that I don't know if I'm supposed to open them. It's sealed. So, but typically, if it's a component that you're supposed to see, it wouldn't be sealed the same way. So I'm guessing that they're kind of intended for whatever the mechanics are. So it's chapter based. So pardon if there's a bit of spoilers here and there. I will try not to read them anyway. We're here to look at the components and the cards and just to sleeve them. And I'm still very intrigued with what is inside that. So we have here some cards. I'm not gonna go through the chapter one, but I'm gonna leave in front of you for the art. Okay. So we got Frodo, we have Bilbo, we have Gandalf, Pippin. So I'm guessing those are characters. I'm really digging this art style. So we have the hill suit. And then the mountain. Seems to go from 1 to 8. Then shadow. Forest. And we have the rings. So that's the one ring. You may choose to win this trick. So this, if I'm not mistaken, is inspired from that. Uh, it was this trick taking game also that had the space theme. I just can't remember at the moment. Where you have specific missions, and those missions you have to uh, you can't just win a trick. You have to design such that the captain is going to win the trick or this player is going to win the trick. Otherwise, you lose the round. So that's kind of the driving mechanism. Plays up to how many players? Thought this is plays up to 4. Oh, okay, reference card. All right. Okay, I'll sleeve that. And what is the likelihood that they fit back in the box? I think there's a chance that they do. Yes. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But it is 37 cards though. And these have 98 based on the what was said here. Okay. So there will be more cards inside that we have to, I guess, sleeve. But I don't know how to sleeve without spoiling you guys. So we have ring tokens. I'm guessing these are ring tokens. Well, if it is a spoiler, I'm sorry. If it's not, so be it. It didn't say do not open. So I'm just banking on that we are allowed to open this. Don't worry that I'm destroying it because I am. Ooh. Okay, so these are the ring tokens. Awesome. Wow, these, it's wood. Oh, okay, it's not metal, but it's like, yes, that is nice. Nice. You can flip it. Okay. Okay. All right. Fair. Here, I'm gonna go again. Like, Ron, do you have a container for everything? Almost. Looks flat enough. Just I because they would move around, toss around. So I would love them to just be in the right place. Okay, before we open up the other chapters, if I can open them, let's try to learn the game and see how we would interact with the rest. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here and see if we can learn the game in one go. Ooh, do that. Chapter card, the reference for two-player, setup reference for two-player. Oh, a reference card. Okay, they're the same. And then the suits. The suits. Sorry, not the suits. And then I'm guessing so it's 2 to 4, right? It's 2 to 4. 2 to 4 players. Chapter card, 4 character cards, yeah. 37 main deck cards, some wooden tokens, and then the different sections. 6 reference cards because for some reason 2-player has a separate reference sheet. Okay, setup. Take the chapter 1 along and expected party. Put it in the characters listed face up at the center of the table. All right. So it says here we're gonna put in Frodo, Bilbo, Gandalf, and Pippin. So I don't know how that number of players will play out. Okay. Place a star token next to each character after their name with a star after their name. Oh, okay. Well, they all have one. Are there other characters? Oh, there are other characters. I'm guessing that's what it implied. Is it? Is it? That's not how it works. So, wait. How do I know? Asterisk after their name on the chat. Ah, okay. After their name. So just Frodo and Bilbo. So Frodo, Bilbo. Okay. Shuffle the main deck. Deal 1 card face up. Near this is the lost card. If the lost card is one of the rings, deal another card, shuffle one of the rings back. Deal the rest of the main cards to the players according to the player count. I'll simulate 3 players so that we don't muddle too much with the other set of rules for having more than one player. Um, for only just having two players. So it says to shuffle. I'm gonna move our characters here. Okay. Shuffle them up. I'm really loving the art style. I'm a big part of games. Yeah, so mechanic, of course. Number one has to play well. There has to be a game, and then if it already plays well and it looks good, looks fantastic, suddenly you have a match made in heaven. Well, this the idea is from heaven, executed by people, but the inspiration is sometimes out of this world. Okay, shuffle the main deck. Yeah, each player, we'll just play four. So 9 cards each player. 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing that's for. Let's do it like this. It's probably almost impossible for me to play this as a solo 4 player. But we're here to just learn the rules. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. And then finally Pippin gets 3, 6, 9. And then we says here we have a lost card. The lost card is going to be face up. Okay. All right. So we got the mountain lost. Okay. Okay, the player dealt with the one of the rings takes Frodo and cannot be dealt with the one ring. Make sure to use the correct side of Frodo based on the number of players. Oh, Frodo has multiple sides. Oh, 3 players and 4 players. Okay. I see. Did I deal the one ring to Frodo? No. One ring? No. There you go. Change with Gandalf. Okay. And make sure that they're using. Starting from the Frodo's left, each player picks a character. The starter must be chosen this round. Means Bilbo must be chosen, but the first player to choose does not necessarily need to choose him. Remove all star tokens once each player has a character. Oh, okay. They're just indicators as required. Starting on the player's left, each player with a character that has a setup action indicated by a hammer thingy has a setup action. Okay. The player dealt with the One Ring is Frodo. Cannot exchange the One Ring card. Lead the first trick. So Frodo will start. Bilbo has no startup. Gandalf, add the lost card to your hand. Exchange with Frodo. Oh, okay. So this 8 is with Gandalf, and we're gonna have to sort of manipulate our hand with Frodo. I don't really understand yet how to play it. So I'm just gonna give this because this is the one that's odd out. And so exchange means active character passes one card face down. Receiving character lost card at the pass card as it ran, then pass one card back down. Uh, any characters not in a given round cannot be part of the exchange. Okay. And I cannot give back the one ring. So, ooh, sure, I'm gonna give back this to. Okay. All right, then we are ready to play. Hey, Bob. It's smash up LOTR style. Kinda. Um, glass pane, like church church painting. That's kind of how it looks to my eyes. Okay. Players might have a hand of cards represents the world of Middle Earth, and the One Ring influence on it. Through clever play of these cards, players work together to complete each character's goal and win the game. Oh, okay. So Frodo wants to win two or more ring cards. Bilbo wants to win three or more tricks. Gandalf wants to win one or more trick. And Pippin wants to win the fewest tricks. Or, oh, okay, sorry. Exchange with Frodo, Sam, or Mary. So Pippin's also going to do an exchange. I might be exchanging wrong, actually. I don't know. So we shall see. But send again to Frodo. And then Frodo's going to send back this one. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So each of the okay. Let's work together to complete each other's goal and win the game. Each deal of the deck is called a round, which is played in a series of tricks. So this is one round. We've dealt the cards, and then we're gonna play a series of tricks. A trick consists of each player playing a single card. Okay, that's their style. Below are more details on the key terms. So lead player, first player in a trick plays any card. I love that they're explaining how to play trick taking. I love how it's explaining. So because sometimes in some of the other trick taking games, they kind of assume that people know trick taking, but it's actually not a common thing. Well, nowadays it's a little bit better. Okay. Um. So first player will lead the trick. Frodo leads the first trick. The remaining players, in clockwise order, must then play a card to the table matching the lead's suit. If they are able to, this is known as following a suit. If the player cannot follow suit, they may play any card from their hand. Once all players have played one card to the trick, check who wins. The player who wins the highest card of the lead suit wins. The player takes all of the cards face down into a pile in front of them. That's the winner of the trick leads the next trick. Okay. Now, okay, fair enough. Still the same as normal. The ring suit. The ring suit is like the other four suits, except they are only 5 cards. In the ring suit, others have 8. And it has few special rules associated with it. So leading rings, players cannot lead with a ring card until someone plays a ring card in another trick. Yeah, just like how the ring worked until the first person that used it. Because the player did not have the lead suit and played the ring card instead. So because the thing in trick taking, the must follow is a hard rule. It breaks the game if you don't. So you must follow. If that's this if That's the available card. You must take it. Okay. Uh, Once someone plays a ring card, the players can lead with the ring and feature tricks. Flip over the ring token to the can lead rings. Ah, I see, I see, I see. So this is all that. This thing. Simply that. Okay. The One Ring. The One Ring is the most powerful single card in the game. When a player plays the One Ring, that they want they may decide that they want to win the trick. If they do, they will win the trick no matter what the cards have been or will be played. If they decide to not automatically win the trick, treat the card as having the rank of 1. The ring must follow the normal rules for playing the card. Okay. Okay, so it's not a trump suit. It's not a trump suit. So normally in trick taking games, um, no, different game. This is the Fellowship of the Ring. I finally opened it because I thought it needed special sleeves. It didn't. It was just normal cards. So yeah, there's that. Sometimes when you research, it doesn't come out right. Okay. Players can only discuss information visible to players. Players cannot discuss or show their hands during setup. Do not discuss their character preferences as they may reveal information. Okay. Players can remind each other of its current goals, special rules, current status of their goals, and other information that's face up, basically. They should keep the tricks they want face down. So to the side, the cards that they're not confused with their cards in their hand. Uh, so we normally would stack them horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. So you'll know how many you've won. Character goals. Each character has a goal, but that must be completed by the player who selected them during the round. Uh, finish all chosen characters. Okay. Ending early. If everyone finish all of the character goals, and you cannot fail them later in the round, you can stop playing early and move on. Conversely, if a player means by means you will if a play means you will never be able to finish the character goals, you can stop the round as soon as you know you've failed the goal. Okay. Okay. End of the round. So we are playing chapter 1. Once all players have played all the cards in their hand except Gandalf, who will have a 1 card left over because it has yes. I hope to play this also on Tuesday and the War of the Ring. Because now that you're right, that guy taught it well. There are many chapters in the game. It's unlikely you will get through in one single play session. Use the ribbons in the box to keep track where you are when you come back later on. Play chapter 1 now. So, once if everyone completed their character goals this round, the players win. Can repeat the chapter, set chapter card aside, and then get the next chapter from the box. And then the cards required. Even if one player failed to complete the character goals, everyone loses. You must replay the round and try again. Okay. Additional rules. Oh, sorry. It just says play chapter 1. So should we just play chapter 1 first? So basically, we just need to win a trick. There's nothing yet. There's nothing yet. It's just you just need to win a trick. So 2 or more wins on using the ring cards. The problem is Frodo has a lot of them. So somebody else has to win on the ring. And Frodo needs to lead. So I'm gonna lead with oh gosh. Alright. So I'll have Frodo lead. I know 8s are highest and everything is there. Yikes. And he has to win 2 or more ring cards. My ring cards are low. Yee. So that's how you play this. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll let other players win first because it is what it is. So 3 on Shadow. Bilbo's gonna go. Oh, in order for Bilbo to sort of have other players have a chance. Oh my gosh, Bilbo is ring hungry. My goodness, that's hard. Gandalf is not able to play anything, so it is gonna try to start to lose, um, so it's gonna try to kill off its big numbers. I have to follow suit. But Pippin wants to win the fewest tricks. So it's gonna try to also kill off the biggest. So Bilbo wins that, goes into Bilbo as one point. Okay, that's one round. Bilbo won, so Bilbo can start. Uh, so might as well see. So let's do the blue, the mountain. We know this is there. Mountain 6 over there. And perfect. So we don't have the mountain. We don't have the mountain. So we are using this. That allows Frodo to win a trick with the ring. No, that doesn't. It's not how that works. It's only the One Ring that does that. So I have to do that. It's not a trump. It's not a trump. The rings are not a trump. It's only the One Ring that has a special thing. Yeah, only the One Ring. Yeah, only the One Ring can win any trick. 2 to 5 will lose as normal. E has an interesting mechanic. Okay, so we at least have one, and now we're gonna lead again. Win 2 or more ring cards. That is hard because I know there's a lot of rings out there. So we're just gonna have other players just win first. Okay. Um, there. This one. And so this is interesting because it's you just have to follow the suit, not the number. So you can choose to go lower. You can choose to go lower so that you're not winning the trick. So Gandalf is winning this trick. Gandalf will lead. Let's try. Gandalf has to lead. He's going to try to lead with, let's see. So, forest. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm doing. Bilbo has a lot of forest. So, it's not going to happen. Sorry, Frodo has a lot of forest. Again, Bilbo is going to win that trick. Bilbo is 2 tricks in. Okay. All right. I think I have a way to do this. So, because Bilbo knows that Frodo needs to win another trick, and he's hoping that Frodo has a higher ring. There's no more ring here. So I'm going to try to kill off. Let's kill off this guy. No more ring here too. So, and I also don't have that, so let's kill that off. And then finally, Frodo is able to play the third one. So Frodo is able to win another ring. Okay. All right. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. Actually, we just need one more here, and we've technically finished one. So Frodo's leading. Let's just do the shadow. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So shadow, no shadow here. This one, there's a shadow there. All right, cool. So Bilbo wins the third trick. That's pretty much how you would try to arrange yourselves to winning. And that's chapter one, which is still fairly standard. Those who want to not see and sort of not get um, uh, spoiled and you want to experience this yourself, step out now. Otherwise, I am going to proceed with opening the box for chapter 2 and also sleeve it just so I can see how it opens up. So, but if you guys are willing to stay, feel free. Off we go. So I'm just going to read whatever is first before we open it. So additional rules. Subsequent chapters are similar to the first chapter. You start with the chapter that will tell you all the cards that you will use. The golden rule always, if a text, any text on a card contradicts the rules, follow the rules on the card. New characters. And each new chapter will introduce new characters and new challenges. Some characters from earlier chapters remain in the game. Some will depart. Some will return. Threat. Ooh, there's now a threat deck. The threat deck represents the looming threat pursuing the company, the group, the fellowship during. Shuffle the numbered threat cards indicated on the chapter card. Place them face down in front of the threat deck. During the setup, certain characters will draw or select a threat card from the threat deck. The threat goes face up onto the character. So, in the unlikely event that lost cards matches both the rank and the drawn threat. Rank and drawn threat. Draw a new threat card. Okay. Lost card matches both the rank of the drawn threat card and the suit. How would you know the suit? Ah, okay. I don't understand that. Example. If the three of heels is lost and Sam draws the three black rider, he draws a new card. Okay, why? Draw threat card. Okay. Some chapters have special threat cards that won't be shuffled into the threat deck, but will instead be assigned to a specific character, giving them additional goals or restrictions for the round. Use these threat cards only when specified by the chapter. Event and special rules. Some chapters will have event cards that change the rules. Follow these instructions, blah blah blah. So some cards, the gifts. Some chapters will have gifts assigned to specific characters. Extra rules again. If Frodo is not part of the chapter, the player dealt with the person is the first character. Small number on the right is used for sorting back the game. Okay, and then victory conditions indicated on the chapter. Long. Finish all characters. Oh, long chapter played over multiple rounds. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to reset this because we don't know who, and we're going to open up chapter 2 and see what's there. Okay, so part one is this box over here, and we get this pack. Cool. So get some sleeves. Yep. Chapter 2. Okay, we got chapter 2. We have, do you guys want me to put, they're kind of the same. We have Sam, we have Mary, we now have some Black Rider. So I have another Black Rider, another one, another one. Oh, okay. And then it stops. Chapter 3. So, okay, okay. Interesting. So they don't really all open up in one go. So we don't necessarily have to open up everything. So let's just see what changes and figure out how the dynamic of the game evolves. So we now have chapter 2, and it added 2 characters, same deck, but we now have a threat deck of 4 Black Riders. We have Sam and Mary. Chapter 2 says, "You ought to go quietly, and you ought to go soon," said Gandalf. 2 or 3 weeks had passed, and still Frodo made no sign of getting ready to go. "I know, but it is difficult to do both," Frodo objected. "If I just vanish like Bilbo, the tale will all be over in the Shire in no time." Okay, so chapter 2, a little delay in the Shire. We are working with Frodo, Sam, and Mary. Oh, and Gandalf, Pippin. Gandalf, Pippin. Okay. And the way this works is because it's still 4 players, then we mark the characters that are required. So this thing is simply just to mark who are required. So Frodo, Sam, Mary. So we need to make sure that they are part of it. And it's just your choice. So we're just going to drop. Pippin is actually not bad, to be honest, because Pippin um, will also exchange with Frodo or whoever. Um, and they're kind of the same, Pippin and Gandalf, actually. Yeah. Fewest tricks, one or more trick. So they're kind of the same, actually. Gandalf is a bit more forgiving because it will still both exchange. The good thing about Gandalf is, the good thing about Pippin, he can exchange with either of the 3, while Gandalf will only exchange with Frodo. But Frodo has a tricky bit, and we don't have Bilbo anymore. Huh. Okay. Interesting. All right. So Sam wants to win specific hill cards based on the value of the threat card drawn. Draw a threat card. So, do I shuffle the threat cards into a deck? The threat deck represents the looming threat. The looming company. Shuffle the number of threat cards indicated. Threat 1 to 4. Okay. All right. Win a hill specific hills card based on the value of threat cards drawn. Okay, so clarification. If Sam draws a rank 3 Black Rider, he must win 3 of heals. He must win exactly. Oh my gosh, Sam. Okay, now I get it. All right. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we're gonna shuffle this. We're gonna find out what is the threat. So we have Sam has to win 2 heals trick. Uh, Mary wants to win 1 or 2 tricks. So again, just 2 tricks. 2 or more with the rings, 1 or more. Okay, okay. So that's how the game progresses. The chapter will tell you a different sort of environment that you're in, the characters that are required. So it says has this sort of progressing storyline, and then you try to solve it with the cards that you have. Cool. I like it, and I think I can just leave everything because I think there's no big harm to it. Um, that way, if people are interested to just play the game, then we will just play it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop it there because yeah, I just have to solve that portion again. Let me just double check for you guys how the solo play works because that's kind of different. And it has this um, so rules changes for 2 players. 3-player setup, except one of the players will control an open hand represented by the card pyramid. And act as the 3rd player. So there's always a 3rd player in the round. Okay, got it. And then solo is take a chapter card, start token, deck 3 cards, 1 Frodo, start left. Each of the 4 characters will have their own hand that will lead into a trick. It's what I did. I think it's almost what I did, except that I played the full game. But it's yeah. I think it's almost the same one as I did. Cool. Because it's a puzzle. In essence, it's a puzzle that you're just solving based on the characters that are available for the round. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. You can try this game and a lot of other games. Let me get something because I want to show you guys something that I have uh, just gotten. Uh, pardon the room. I'm gonna flip it over. Can you guys see over there? It's. I think the text is flipped. So let me reflip that camera mirror. There. Cool. You see the box? It's a fairly big box. So that's the next one I will try to unbox. Pretty daunting. It's Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice for the ones who are fans of the game. Again, all of these will be playable for BAECON. Of course, come by Carmona if you guys are available. At least for this one. The Fellowship of the Ring, I can bring it already on Tuesday. Assassin's Creed, let me prepare. It's a little bit trickier to do that. So, there you have it. Thank you everyone for joining. Until next time, see you. Bye.